Hello YouTube! Today is an epic anniversary. For those of you who are new, you will know what my epic anniversary is today, but I am flabbergasted to say I've officially been doing YouTube videos for 1 year. Where the heck did the last year go to? I've absolutely no clue. It feels like about 10 minutes ago I was doing a YouTube video on what I'd got from Dior as a platinum gift, and also I unboxed, bag, whatever you want to call it, my first and certainly not last Coach Empire bag. Now, I started off hot and heavy, I would say, on YouTube, and then the reality kicked in of normality, and that's been absolutely fine, and I'm delighted to say that at this point I still have more than 100 subscribers. Did I think YouTube would be easy? No. The reason why? There's so many people you can watch, but to know that 100 people, in fact more than 100 now, have come back and watched me is phenomenal. So what I've got to do is, let's talk over the last 12 months. What's changed? Why has it changed? And what's coming in the next 12 months? So, there's one big thing, if I start us off, that has changed in the last 12 months. And the big thing that's changed is me. So, what's changed? So, 12 months ago, in fact, more than 12 months ago now, I answered a question on a YouTuber who I love, Dale from Dale's Addiction, and I said, Dale, what tips would you give to increase someone's confidence in themselves? And Dale very quickly answered, start a YouTube channel. So yeah, that's literally how this all started. I could certainly say that 12 months ago I was unconfident. I totally hid behind my hair. What else? What else can I tell you about me 12 months ago? I didn't like looking in the mirror. I probably for a while not really known what to do with fashion, and I'm still not convinced that I know 100%, but I'm getting there. It's hard as a woman over the age of 40 when you feel a bit fat and frumpy to actually get back to what you were in the past. And what you also have to realise is you don't want to get back to who you are in the past. You actually want to get to who you are now and embrace who you are now. So the other thing that's changed is I've lost 35 pounds in the last year. If you are a stones person, that's 2 stone 6. So yeah, I've been on a bit of a weight loss journey. Hopefully if I stand up, I'll give you a little, that's as close as you get into a full body shot with them. But yeah, you can see there's a little bit of a difference in there with that. I'm not quite where my end goal is, but that's okay because for me it's about to be slow, steady weight loss, which I'll be able to sustain. That's what it's all about for me. So that's something else that's changed in the last 12 months. I think because my confidence grew, I had the guts to actually do something about something that had made me unhappy for a while now. I can't blame the unhappiness on the weight because it's a vicious circle when you're in that. You probably eat like I did to be happy, and then when you eat, you see what you look like, you're even more unhappy. You continue eating, and it just goes on forever and ever. And for me, that was something that I knew I had to change. I was also 50 1 year ago as well, so I started this just before my 50th, no, after my 50th birthday, but I did show you my 50th birthday gift. I think I look okay for 50, I'll take that right now. Obviously, he's happy with the, obviously I know he's happy with what I look like at age 50, he always tells me how fabulous I look and everything else. I'm very, very lucky to have the most supportive husband in the world, and he also encouraged me to do this too. So yeah, so that's something else. That didn't change though in the last year. He's always been that. Other things that have changed. I've got sucked right into Ideal. I'm not like affiliated or anything, but is that not absolutely gorgeous? As you can see, just 1 or 2 pieces. Love it. Hold on while I move my hair. I don't know if you'll be able to see it all. Well, we've got a couple of pieces in here, some other non-ideal pieces too, but yeah, I very much enjoy the jewellery, the way it looks. And to be honest, I don't really take them out at all. So I've probably realised in the last year that investing in something that's good quality and made with great craftsmanship can also be a real positive thing for you, which again is something that in the last year the economy has taken a massive tumble all across the world, so it's probably even more important that we do that. Other things that have changed in the last year, well, not so much, is Coach. Coach has always been something I loved. I've always loved them as a brand. I do have a Coach bag on its way. Yes, I'm going to say it's my 1 year anniversary gift from me to me. It's not incredibly expensive, but it's something that when I saw it, I fell in love. But Coach has been stratospheric for more than the last year. And that makes me really, really happy to see that a brand that produces something of good quality and great design is just caught fire and is loved and beloved throughout the world, I think. I don't know. I'm not everywhere in the world, but for me, I certainly see a lot more interest in it in the UK, especially. It was one of those brands a long time ago that we probably, in the words of Dave from Wales Unfiltered, we had Mulberry. We were exceptionally proud of Mulberry and its UK heritage and the fact that the bags were made in the UK when in fact now they're not. And people have just actually grown to realise, I think it's customers in the last year especially, that if I want something that's going to last me a while, I don't need to pay Chanel prices or anything like that. So yeah, that's for me has been a love affair for longer than 12 months, and I'm actually real pleased to see so many people also loving Coach now as well. Other things that have changed in those 12 months is price increases. We've all seen them, we've all felt them. Minor ones at Coach, extremely high ones at Chanel. I still wonder what that's going to do to them long term as a business, because maybe they want to just price themselves out of so much of the market that only the ultra wealthy can purchase from them. Maybe that's their aim. Let's see how that goes. I think the one brand that have not changed in the last 12 months is Hermes. They continue to be an exceptionally good quality, great product, highly, highly regarded company as well. I would say they are the ultra status symbol in most parts of the world. People would know what it was. And if you said Hermes, I reckon a lot more people would know than some of the other luxury brands. That's just a personal opinion. Other things that have changed in the last 12 months. Let's have a think about that. Anything else you guys can think of? Yeah, I can think of a few more. My bag collection has massively changed in the last 12 months. I've grown to love vintage bags so much more. The Neverfull I've recently done a video on for you guys. I cannot believe how much I've used that. It's just absolutely amazing. I'm so glad I got the little piece for on the shoulder because that takes so much of the discomfort of having a large tote bag on your shoulder away. So for me, that's definitely a kind of game changer bag. The only problem is, as with its name, because you think it's never full, you just keep adding more things to it. So I'm trying to remind myself it's full, no more. So yeah, that's definitely changed for me in the last 12 months. I would say I've bought a lot more Louis Vuitton in the last 12 months. Still to this day, my favourite LV piece over the last 12 months that I've purchased is 100% my Speedy 2020, 20, Speedy 25 from the Murakami Cherry Blossom collection. That will, I think, hands down be the greatest purchase I have ever made in my life. Only because when it came out originally, the original collection, I definitely had nowhere near Louis Vuitton and Murakami money, whereas this time I managed to make it work, and that's what was important to me. So yeah, That's definitely right up there in my top purchases. If I look at this sliding scale of handbags in my worst, it's going to be one. There's one. Let's be honest, we know which one that is. It's that Vivienne Westwood bag that I unbagged and unboxing. It actually broke when I was trying to actually take it out of the bag. What the actual heck? So that takes me on to my next subject, quality. I think we've seen quality reduce in the last 12 months from the luxury brands. And if you increase price and reduce quality, you're going to make people really annoyed. Now, what you don't know about me is I actually work in quality. So quality is supremely important to me. I would rather pay a tiny bit more for something if it was going to be quality and right first time. I see those types of phrases quite a lot in my work. I don't work in a production environment or anything like that, but you can apply these same principles. So yeah, they're some of the biggies that have changed in the last 12 months. Now you're probably thinking, Nikki, you've talked for over 10 minutes now. What's the next 12 months going to be about? Well, I'd say probably a bit more of the same. Am I going to do unboxings? Yeah, of course I am. I like to share those kind of things with you. You guys seem to like it when I do that too. I might even at some point be brave enough to actually record myself outside and not cringe at the sound of my own voice. So yeah, that's a goal of mine, is to do that and to also learn how to edit YouTube videos, insert music, insert funny comments, all sorts of stuff. I really want to go on a bit of a journey with that. And the other thing that I'd love to do this year is maybe actually tell you a little bit more about me. Now, I am going to record quite a personal video, and I'll put trigger warnings up before it gets published, etc., just so that people understand that it's not a story about handbags. It's not a story that everyone will want to hear, and that's absolutely fine if you want to go on by. I'll let you know about that before it comes out. So I'm hoping to film that today, because I feel stable enough to do so. So yeah, that's the final thing for me that changed this year with my mental health. Went on a massively positive journey, and I put a lot of that down to YouTube, because me as a person and the losing weight, feel better. I can't say I sleep better, but that's the menopause. But the fact that I'm able to come on here and talk to you guys and tell you little bits and pieces and share any girl math or any other craziness that I've got, that to me is a great thing, that I feel so much more comfortable in my skin and that my mental health has improved so much. So yeah, I think that's another positive thing. So like I said, the next 12 months, hopefully, I'll do some unboxings. Hopefully, I'll do an outside video, or even some clips that I might even do. Even if I start off gentle and increase from there, that's a great place to be in. So anyway, thank you so much for every minute of every video you guys have watched in the last 12 months. Every single one of you who's watched one of my videos is so, so appreciated. If you want to subscribe and join the family, please do so, but I'm not going to beg like some other YouTubers do. I just hope that you guys are still enjoying what I'm putting out there. And if you've got any suggestions of what you'd love to see my thoughts about or see me looking at, tell me in the comments, because I'm more than happy to listen and see if I can give you my opinion on them. And also share maybe a little bit more about life in Scotland. Some of my subscribers are not from the UK, and you might want to know that. If you do, again, pop it in the comments and I'll maybe get to show you some bits. I have some trips coming up. I'm going to Edinburgh this weekend on Sunday for my with hubby, because it's our 18-year wedding anniversary. So that's another celebration this week. And then the following week, I have travels with work again. I'm going to Liverpool, and I'm hoping to squeeze in a little bit of shopping around there. So that could get me some really good eye candy to show you all. But thank you so much for watching, and thank you for all your love and support over the last 12 months. It's been exceptional. Goodbye now.